Alright, so we're here at 57 Hayes Street. A lot of these similar houses around here, actually. Like, this layout of houses seems to be pretty common throughout this street. There's like a bunch of side-by-sides all the way down that way. Like I was mentioning, like, this is kind of dirty on the side over here. This doesn't look bad. I know the other side of the house. I'm gonna walk over here and just show you the other side of the house was kind of less well kept. It looks like, my assumption here is that this is a driveway spot for this property, and then that's obviously the next property. No fence between the yards. That's interesting. Kind of dirty up here. Could use a good power wash. What's this made out of? Yeah, it just needs a power wash. It's vinyl. It's fine. Alright, so this is the yard. Okay, so it's got like an okay yard space. It's got another driveway on that side for the other unit. And if I were you, I'd put a fence along here. So then what you'd be looking at is kind of like just like this as what your yard here would look like. Not a bad space, like decent for entertaining, I would say. I'll just pause as I walk inside. This is very interesting. There's like some kind of water buildup here. It's like draining right into there. It looks like this has been like established here for a while, but I don't know where the water's coming from. This ground is wet. I feel like it should have drained by now, but it just keeps going. That's a concern. I don't know what that's about. Keep going. Alright, so we're walking in here. This is the right side unit. Good space there. Listing agent was mentioning that the other unit is more updated than this one. So this is actually in pretty solid condition, I think. Like, I don't mind this at all. This is good. So to hear that the other one, let me see if I can get rid of that glare. To hear that the other one is in better condition is encouraging. Okay, shower stall here. A little dated, but looks functional. That's like a marble counter right there. Nice touch. That's, yeah, it says marble plastic. Yeah, this is actually solid. I don't think it's real marble, but it's definitely solid.
Found your agent? I did. This is Maynard. Bill Blanco. Nice to meet you.
And it goes out, looks like shared deck out that way. I'm gonna let these guys come down. Head down to the basement first. Oops. Alright, so I did speak to, oh, okay. So I was speaking to the listing agent. He did mention that this unit has a sump pump, so it's right there, and that's a dehumidifier there. So that's where the water is coming from that's leaking out in the yard. So it's not a problem per se. So that sump pump goes up there. Where did those? Alright. Goes this way. And it goes out that way to the street. Yep, so that goes into the yard. That's the sump pump. Alright. Laundry down here. Looks good. That's gas. Forced hot air on that one.
Yeah, I saw water
Looks like an electric tank over there.
from here out in the road.
What else we
But I
got?
mean, it doesn't look like it gets wet because they have so many things on the floor. So the pump is working.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that water.
That's a pipe coming in.
Water line coming in there.
That must be the main coming in down there.
Yeah, main coming in. 2 separate meters on it. So water separately metered. That's nice. And then it goes into the other unit.
I mean, I would venture to guess that if this
Yeah.
basement got water, they would not have all their stuff on the floor. So,
Yeah. Well, if it did, it would roll down this way anyway.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's coming up from there. That's kicking off.
I'm Bill. Steve. Bill Glanton. Nice to meet you.
Look at this.
Oh, yes, I do. No, she's great. I'm just, there was an age.
A little bit of a slant this way. Small room. Just a crib, dresser, nursery or office. Sorry. Queen size bed there.
He's not bad. That's wood.
Yeah, that is wood flooring, so that's nice. Oh, hey, you too? Cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to get in here. Oh, it's got one of these triangle, like, corner tub things. Those are always interesting. Again, with the nice counters up here. This goes, oh, the bedrooms connect through the bathroom here. It's also a decent sized room. I would probably use this for a nursery and use the other one as an office. Oh, good sized closet too. There's like a full dresser in here. That's too bad. Sorry, I just say something that tenants want to stay. Are they on leases? Are they month to month?
They're month to month.
Okay.
Yeah, but the property is going to convey with the tenants. So,
Okay.
The landlord told them that he wasn't going to evict them, that the new landlord would have to establish
Okay.
a relationship.
Alright, so we're heading into the other unit over here. Okay. This one has like vinyl plank flooring.
Like this one may have been rented a long time before, and so the landlord who's owned the building for 20 years just never raised the rent if they were good tenants.
Interesting.
So that could be the reason. But that side has a brand new furnace, this side has a recent furnace. There's a more recent roof on it, all the windows have been replaced, so that's equal on both sides. This side has central air because it's got forced hot air, and that side has forced hot water, so there's pipes. So you have to put AC on that side if you wanted it, you could do windows.
Ooh, this is like slanted over here.
And are they, is there like, let's see, is there farther to the south side?
That is good. Yeah.
Sometimes you're forced to upkeep certain
Correct.
things because of that.
Yep, nope, this is a single owner and.
A little bit of
yeah.
slant this way.
Good.
So it's interesting. It seems like this central wall between the two units is kind of
Yes.
propped up correctly, and then the sides are coming down just slightly. We just got the mirrored layout over here. Flooring up here is the same flooring as downstairs. Huh. Even this, like, paintings on the wall are crooked. Huh. It's cute, it's comfortable. This bathroom's a little actually more outdated than the other one, interestingly. This is like a plastic piece. And it's got one of these. So, a little bit of work that could be done to the second floor bathroom on either unit, but space works well. Well enough, at least. And head down to the basement. Oh, there was like a skylight on that one. That's nice. Nice little skylight. How you doing? A little bit of a tight staircase.
He's probably in the basement again. There he is.
That's where you want to be.
He's the plumber.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So they've have addressed the slant to some degree because these are newer beams here and these are temporary poles there. Or they're supposed to be temporary poles. Yep. Another support beam right there. This looks like it's an original one. Mm-hmm. They replaced the staircase. I mean, they definitely are aware of the slanting issue because they've resupported a lot of the stuff here. But it's still not perfect. It's still a little bit, the house is still slanted a little bit outward from the center. Forced hot air on this side. Huh. I wonder. Yeah, I can't really see anything specific as to why that slant is there. Huh. Maybe there. Looks like this beam right here kind of comes down to here and then goes back up over there. So this is what's causing the sagging. Probably the same thing on the other side. It's just, you know, probably moisture got into the wood and caused it to bend down a bit. They've tried to address it with this, but they really need to add some more support there because it's still, well, I don't even know if you can undo it at this point if the wood's already bent. There's some mold growing on this jacket, which doesn't bode well for the humidity down here. A lot of rusted plumbing there. Huh. That goes up to the kitchen. All right, so that's, and there's another sump pump over here with another dehumidifier. So the humidity issues in the basements are what's causing the slanting in the house. I wouldn't necessarily call it a problem. It's something that, you know, has happened over the course of years, and they've got the sump pumps in there to try to address that and the dehumidifiers to try to address that. So they've done everything they can. They can't unbend the wood, so I don't know. After you, come on in. Just broadcasting live, no worries. Okay. All right, so the other issue that hiccup, whatever, speed bump, is that the guy did mention that the tenants are staying, that the owner is not willing to vacate any of the units at closing, which means that would then be your responsibility once you take it over. Not the worst thing in the world, but obviously he's not even willing to give notice to vacate before they close. So you can get in there and then you're going to have another 30 days of notice to get them to leave, but more realistically it's going to take them like 60 days to leave. So the first month you don't have a payment, but at the end of that second month you'll have to make a payment. Well, they'll be paying rent while they're in there, so it's not that bad. They're paying, I think he said 21 and 18 or 18.50. It's probably somewhere earlier in the video. And then he said that 23 should be reasonable rent for the area. So you can kind of take that to figure out, you know, on your mortgage payment, whether number one, that's even going to cover the mortgage payment. And number two, if you move in, how much of your mortgage payment would be covered by that. So yeah, it's not a bad house. Same thing, the neighborhood, I'm just not like, I mean, this one's, I would say this neighborhood's better than the Methuen neighborhood for sure, but it is a bit out here. It's not particularly close to the highway. I got here through Route 2, and it was like 15-20 minutes from Route 2. So I'm gonna head over to Marlboro now. I'll do some Google mapping from here and see what the things are like, but not a bad house. Wasn't blown away by it. Slanting floors bothered me a little bit, but I think that it's something that it was slight enough that you could get over it, like you could learn to live with it.